Sports, and I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Green Bay. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. Play action now. Roseman. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
They'll put Addison in motion. Operating out of the gun, it's Brosmer. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play for Minnesota. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Man who spent his first 7 NFL seasons here in Green Bay, here's Aaron Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face second down and 7. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Jones will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score 7.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. down at about the 35-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Packers. Rattler now back to throw.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and long. And here's Rattler. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brosman. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They give this to Jefferson on the jet sweep. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early You see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space. They are a handful to track down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 6. Off the play fake, here's Brosmer. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Third down, here's Brosmer. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
A 46-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw on second down is he is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Throwing, Rattler. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
A loss
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On the draw, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
To the air on second down. Roseman will get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here is Roseman. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Off play action, here's Rattler. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A play fake. They'll throw with Rattler. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
third down. It's Rattler. He gets this complete to Dulcich. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Packers.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and
to the pylon, he's in. Rashard Smith, touchdown, Green Bay. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Brosmer. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brosmer. Forced out left. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Brosmer going to throw here on 3rd down. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On the ground is Mason. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On play action, it is Brosmer. He'll get this out wide. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he finds some space, tackling after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They run it once more with Joe. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll go back to Jones on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To the air, Brosmer. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Brosmer looking to throw here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings tag on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Malachi Corley now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. It's open, downfield, it's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
the play fake. It's Rattler. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
On second down, here's Rattler. Javon Hargrave gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball.
Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 8 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
Second down and 8. Operating out of the gun, it's Brosmer. He'll step up and run this. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first and 10, it's Brosmer. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it to the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Brosmer. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Vikings tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Seconds, all that remained in this first half as that one's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with first and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And he's going to have a Packers first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Rattler. He's got Douglas going deep. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here's Rattler now on second down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
3rd and long, and here's Rattler. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Play action now. Roseman looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's Brosner. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here's Austin to return. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now, Rattler. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Throwing is Rattler. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Brosmer gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brosmer. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the give, it's Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A run. And here's Mason. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. Face to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just,
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return is Corley. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10. His way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Now it's Rattler. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Redmond gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, here is Roseberg. And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down, here's Brosman. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the run, Jones begins this fourth quarter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the ground now with Jones. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Not much happening there. Just a short game. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on second down, Brosman. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball. And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
That is hard. What a job on the scramble. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Rattler. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
To throw on second down is Rattler. Dallas Turner getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be third and a mile.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Third and long, and here is Rattler. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as two-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with first and 10. The middle, here's Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now Brosmer. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. From the 46, here's second and a yard. Now a handoff. Jones. And not much there. Good defense. To no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
on the handoff. Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
To the air on second down. Roseman. Left side here. Caught by Addison. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On the draw, here's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. On play action, it is Brosmer. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Brosmer going to throw here on third down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's time after Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Second and 8.
Again, it's Jones. Finding space at the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 15-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. This is Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie and I'm...
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Oh.